Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Wriothesley. He did not want to be in this situation, but he never thought it would end that badly. After all, you didn't seem to have any feelings for him at the start of it all, and he thought you would understand. But maybe he was being a little bit too cruel. Maybe you should have thought of it some other way. Maybe he didn't have to play this little game. After all, he could afford losing that bet with Clarend. But he wanted to win, and that's why he'd been trying to steal your heart, to make you fall for him. But he knew that as soon as the two of you started dating, he'd be the winner. And soon, that means within this month. So it took quite a bit of work for him to make you fall in love. But once that had happened, he was quite proud of his work, happy that he was able to make you fall into his clutches, just so you would be able to tell Clarent that he can do whatever he wants. Until the feelings between you two went further than just a bet. He too fell in love, but he felt like he owed it to you to be honest and to tell you the true story. He can't build a whole relationship on top of a lie. It felt too cruel and too disgusting, more than what he's already done. That's why he told you, and that's when you looked at him in utter betrayal, crying as you shoved him away. Don't come close to me. You disgust me, Wriothesley. How could you do this? How could you do this to me? I don't understand what I did to deserve this from you. Why? Why would you hurt me in such a manner? You say through tears. And Wriothesley still wants to tell you that you didn't do anything. It was not your fault. There was nothing that you could have done. But the words are very difficult for him. He can't find them. He can't tell you the truth because he can't just wrap his head around it. And so, he watches as you yell at him, as you cry, and there are no words that he can say. And when you leave, he knows he deserves that. He sends you letters and hopes you read them, but he will go to you one day when he's more confident that you'll be ready to hear him out, to give him a chance, knowing very well he does not even deserve a single one. He deserves to be shunned away, to never be shown forgiveness by you. But he will still hope, and he will still try to gain that. He knows it's selfish, and he knows he's undeserving. But for the sake of the love that is in his heart, and for the love that you claim to have for him, he will do this, and he will do a lot more. Lyney. Well, as for Lyney, he never thought it would work out. He really didn't think it would. But then, maybe he was too good at manipulating people. It came with being a spy after all. He must know how. But nothing felt like the guilt that he experienced when he was manipulating you in such a manner. When he was doing this to you, knowing you were so undeserving of this treatment. You didn't deserve to be a mere bat. You didn't deserve any of this. And yet he was being cruel, doing this, knowing what you deserved was 100 times better. But then, when you slowly fell in love with him, he never actually expected to fall right back in love, to want you as much as you want him, to love you in this manner, to care for you. But he originally never meant to tell you about the bed. He couldn't expose himself like this. You would leave him, and he wouldn't have been able to take it. But it just so happened that you overheard him talk about it with Lynette. But you stayed quiet for a little bit, trying to think of a way that this could all be wrong. Maybe it's all in your head. Maybe you just made it up. But you didn't. It was real. The conversation was real. He did this to you. He lied and betrayed you. And that's why you confront him, crying and shoving him into the wall. Angry, and surprisingly enough, Lyney never fights back. He lets you let it all out, looking into your eyes with nothing short of shame. I'm sorry, Ryan. Please. I know you're angry with me, and I know I deserved more than that. But just know that no matter what you think, and no matter what I did, my love for you is real. I love you. I care for you. And the bed, I've stopped thinking about it for a long time ago. I know it was not a way for us to start a relationship. Maybe you wanted something more romantic, but I can't go back in time. I only lied about it and hid it from you, just because I didn't want you to leave me. Well, good for you, Lyney. I'm leaving either way. Who knows? Maybe you'll just find someone else to play with, now that I'm just out of your life. You say, and he has no response to that, because no matter how wrong you are, can he really disprove it when he's done all of this to you? He can't. Not when he doesn't even have it in himself to speak, when he feels like he shouldn't in your presence. Instead, he watches you leave with a broken heart and a broken soul, knowing he deserves this and will never be able to have a moment with you ever again.